So the first line that I gave him that he thought was pretty funny, and it was a good line. He hasn't used it yet on any ladies, but I told him, hey, do you want to go get some pizza and make out? And then when she says no, you say, what, you don't like pizza? And then maybe he'll make him laugh that way. He thought that was a good line. He's going to give it a try.
Wow. Bad. That's as bad as, like, hey, did it hurt?
That's not.
No,
it's not as bad as that. That is really bad.
How old's your son again?
He's 14.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Does he even want to attempt to make out? Because I feel like he'd be horrible at it at 14.
No, I don't. I'm not. Yes. Yeah. He does. I'm sure he does. Yes.
There's a more brave type of pickup he can try and do. If he really wants to guarantee he's going to get a kiss, he can try and give the girls the Y hug. Have you heard of the Y hug?
What's the Y hug?
You say, hey, you don't want to do the Y hug? And they put their hands in the air like a Y, and then you kiss them and say, Y hug.
I'm going to use that on him.
I think it's illegal in most states.
Yeah, that's an assault. Well, I liked his New Year's resolution to increase his Riz XP.
My kid said he wants to make better cupcakes. He's never made a cupcake in his life. I don't know where it came from, but...
Well, some boys want to flirt and some boys want to make cupcakes, Ben. That's up for you to deal with. This is 2025.
I just want to lose weight. That's all I want to do.
Every year. Wow. Shocker.
Yep. 1 year it'll be gain weight. Someday. You gain some weight.
Really? Maybe in your 80s.
85. I already gained some weight.
Well, welcome to the Darwin Awards podcast. This is our favorite podcast of the year, the top 10 of 2024. It's our favorite because, in theory, we've researched already all year long, and this is the easy one.
How many stories do you think we have in total?
Like for the beginning of the year?
From the beginning of the year.
2020.
Oh, not beginning of the podcast. It's thousands.
I don't know, like 50 weeks by
we
4.
I don't know. Yeah, a lot. We did
like
a lot.
150 to 200 stories, probably.
They were a lot to go through and narrow them down.
I bet we've opened over 10,000 tabs.
Oh,
yep.
Easy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. And the FBI know us by name at this point.
Yes,
and they're just like, oh, it's just those guys. It's their podcast. Have you heard it yet? You should listen. Bob, you know the Darwin Awards?
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they think I'm trying to kill my wife. I always try to look up accidentally died or bizarre freak accident.
Wife accidentally died.
Woman dies
accidentally. Freak accident. Bizarre death.
Untraceable
murder. Okay, well,
we've chosen our top 10. And we're going to present them to you. For many of you, it'll be your first time hearing it because you don't listen to every episode of the podcast. And plus, they're archived. You may look back and you can only see the last 30. Before that, we're not just giving it away for free. You got to pay us if you want to listen to it.
Is it the last 10 or last 30?
Last 30.
That's too many.
30 episodes?
You think we should only give away
30 episodes?
We have 250 episodes. It's fine.
I think it should be the last 10. 30 episodes.
Only 10 episodes, and then you have to pay?
No, we're not
Adam,
worth,
nobody would
we're
pay.
not worth listening to.
Well, it's the last 10, so you got to keep listening. But you got to go back in a whole month.
Okay, well, we can talk about this if you want. But, so we got our top 10. Are we ready to go right now, or is there anything we need to say?
Do you have maybe 2 or 3 honorable mentions before the top 10 that we just didn't make
way
it?
to listen to the pre-show.
Yeah, Adam, we're going to do the mentions,
I was
honorable
busy
mentions later.
drinking a gallon of lemonade. I could not.
We each DoorDashed each other some food tonight, and Adam got a gallon of lemonade.
It's
in a bag.
In a
Like
bag.
he had to drink it out of a
very Mexican, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does remind me a little bit of being in Mexico. Remember those little bags that you'd rip like the corner off and then you'd have to drink? You basically, there was no way of storing it. You'd drink it all and that was
Mine
it.
were always just like a bag with no top in it.
My kids got those for Halloween and they were horrible. They spilled everywhere. It made no sense.
We'll come up with honorable mentions later, but our number 10 Darwin Award nominee of the year. Should we just go ahead and get started?
Do we even know? It's no one has voted on this, but we all saw this
That's
story.
Right.
and thought let's just toss it up.
Number 10.
This is a Christmas story. This just recently happened in the last week, and we never got to bring it to a regular episode because it just happened, but we all heard about it, and we were like, this has got to be in our top 10. So we're putting it in as number 10 of the year. Here's the title of the article. 2 hunters searching for Bigfoot are found dead in the forest. Killed by Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Maybe. They don't know.
Actually, they don't know. Bigfoot could have killed these guys. We don't know yet.
This could be us. We could do this. We look for Bigfoot. We wouldn't
Would
die.
on
but we could
Christmas
go
Eve?
Take a look at this
No.
picture. They put a ladder down like they're climbing Mount Everest. I'm pretty sure that's just like a hop.
It's like 6
No, that's
foot
a
water
big
stream.
river.
6 inches
You could
tall.
jump over that.
The pair set off on Christmas Eve on the trail of the legendary Sasquatch in Washington State and died from eaten by Sasquatch.
No.
Died from exposure.
I feel like this is something you and your son will do one day.
On Christmas Eve?
Just go search
No
for
way.
Sasquatch.
Let's go on a Sasquatch hunt. Well, about 1 a.m. on Christmas morning, they were reported missing by their family. Like, hey, Dad didn't come home. 1 a.m. on Christmas
What?
morning. Can you imagine?
Dad,
like,
why is he
where the frick is this guy?
No.
Why-
I bet you their wives gave them like an early Christmas
It's
gift.
like-
Here's some Sasquatch hunting gear. And they're like, we gotta
They
go.
got night vision.
They got binos.
Metal detectors.
That's actually a good theory. Family members reported them missing at 1 a.m. on Christmas Day. 6 search and rescue teams of 10 people each, that's 60 people, and a helicopter crew from the U.S. Coast Guard scoured the area on Christmas Day, guys. These poor dudes had to get pulled away from their families on
yes.
Christmas Day.
No,
that's
who pays for this? For these people
Oh, this is
looking
the
for
taxpayer.
Sasquatch.
the
They
taxpayer.
could all get over double time.
Oh, it's
for
Christmas,
doing
yeah.
this.
Oh, it's Christmas. We get to search for a guy? Yes, I'm making
Let's take
$70 an hour.
Yeah, let's take all 60 people out
Hey,
there.
Anybody who wants overtime gets it.
Join up right now. Let's go. This is our chance. A license plate reader on the roadside camera identified the missing men's car and allowed the sheriff's office to track it to a spot just off a road that runs north in some place. Then the dumb article actually starts to go into
Well, you know,
for
there's some
decades,
facts.
the forest has been a sighting for the mythical Sasquatch,
Oh, makes them feel better.
a hairy creature that is supposed to
Yes,
roam through
yes.
the last fragments of the American wilderness.
I like that they got the helicopter in on it, too. That's 10,000.
And then they talk about other people that have actually seen Sasquatch. A woman who
yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they found these guys. Both their bodies were found on Saturday. What day was Christmas? A Wednesday? Wednesday was Christmas, right?
Yeah.
They didn't actually find them until
Oh,
Saturday.
so they didn't go out Christmas Day looking, did they? They must have, I guess. But
They reported missing on Christmas Day. Maybe
It
they
says
didn't go out on Christmas.
Said they would up there. It says they fought through freezing temperatures, snow, high water levels, heavy rain. Yeah.
Both deaths appeared to be due to exposure. Yeah, they were ill prepared. Here's what it said. Officials said the 2 men appeared to have been ill prepared for the conditions. So.
What are you talking about? They just got brand new night vision goggles.
Did you know that in this county, Skamania County, they passed a law in 1969 making it illegal to harm a Sasquatch?
If you ever found one, I think you'd harm. Well,
You can go to jail or $1,000
yeah,
fine.
but you'd be rich and famous anyways.
Yeah, you killed the Sasquatch. You cares about $1,000.
Yeah.
Wait, you wouldn't be rich and you wouldn't be famous. You'd be infamous if you killed a Sasquatch. No one's gonna
but
be
if you-
like,
but
No, you'd be famous.
you're awesome.
But if you caught it,
You'd be
but if it
famous.
was hurt, like you heard it catching it, you wouldn't care about the jail time or the
Yeah,
$1,000.
but if you kill it, though, everyone knows it's real now, and everyone goes search for it, and you're the person who found it.
you killed the last one, or is it like the Harry and the Hendersons ending where there's like 400 of them and they're
yeah, what does that weird Russian guy say? Something? Moof? What does he say?
What is a group of Sasquatch called?
Oh, we've looked this up
we
before.
look a
It's
family.
troop.
It's a family. We already looked it
Oh,
up. Remember? A family, and then chupacabras get like some death-eating, spirit-eating.
that's right. Okay, well,
Anyway,
Yeah, it's a family.
I like it.
I'm glad.
I'm glad we decided to bring this in
Oh,
the top 10
or
here.
also a yearning. Like if they're talking about a Yeti specifically, they call it a yearning.
Who?
yearning of
Who gets to make these up?
Yeti is a winter animal.
some of them, cryptozoologists sometimes call them legions. A legion of Sasquatch.
Okay, well, all right. I'm glad it snuck in. We've never had that happen before.
We
So
don't have
you're in the story.
We've talked about Sasquatches on this podcast many times, but I don't think it's ever been a story. Bill and Dad are gonna go look for Sasquatch. We'll be back on Christmas morning, promise.
Do you guys remember the story? Made me and Ben laugh so hard about the guys who were like out fishing, and then one of them said, "If you don't shut up, I'm gonna call Sasquatch and I'm gonna make him kill you and eat you."
Yeah.
And then they got in a fight, and one of them killed the other one
He
over
strangled
like
him. Yeah, he strangled him.
he was gonna call Sasquatch on me. Do you remember that one?
Yeah. That's a great story.
Wow.
All right. Well, let's move on.
Number 9.
The headline of this article is "A man dies in Spain from ringing of a bell." You guys remember
I
this
remember
one?
it. I do.
This is in Spain, and there's a tradition they do at this place where there's a giant bell tower.
Mm-hmm.
And they go up the steps and they ring this bell. But sometimes they let people get up there and they get a little carried away with the bell, and they like to ring it as fast as possible and spin it. Kind of
Actually,
what they do.
I have some video. You want me to show you the
What
video?
does do
of
a
it?
power slap on this thing and
No, it's a huge bell. I mean, it's
Here's
Yeah.
one.
they're
Here's
going
one
to
of
jump.
them.
Oh no!
Yeah, see how big that bell is? And these bells are all really huge, right?
They go and jump on those things,
yeah. Look at that. Look at them go. See,
and
Look how
they
fast
just
they get it
they just
going.
let someone do that.
Here's another
Oh,
video
let's
of
get
them.
chick
Look how
with it.
fast they spin.
yeah.
Those are
Now,
obnoxious.
we saw one where they spun. We saw one in
Really
the last
fast.
podcast where they spun super fast, like just flying like really fast.
They're so loud.
Very cool.
Well, according to this town, the incident occurred during the festivities. They have festivities once a year. They're ringing of the bells, and the guy in that video, he got hit in the head by the bell, and that would kill you. He was ringing it a little too fast. They tried to resuscitate him, but
No go.
nope, no can do.
He had his bell rung.
What do we? He had his bell rung. That's right.
Where was this guy from? I think I remember when we told the story that he was not from there. He was like,
Canadian.
He came visiting.
why is Canadian the most hilarious guess?
He said he was drunk as well. So
Please
that
be
helps,
Canadian.
But I don't.
He had drunk too much. Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't see where he says he's from, but
Okay, yes. Okay, I remember this. Like several people had told him, "Hey, don't go up there," because he could barely get up the steps. He had drunk so much.
okay, yes, no, that's
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
yeah. We like this one because of when we saw the video of the bell, how fast it was going. Imagine getting hit in the head by that stupid bell. It's so dumb. So dumb.
Yeah.
Even that video you just showed. What are they doing? Like
When you have to like
propelling
fly up there.
themselves. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and when they really get it spinning, like this first guy right here, watch, he's about to get it really spinning really fast. He'll start
See,
pulling on it like that. See that he'll just pull that rope and it'll just go really fast around.
Oh my gosh.
That first
That'll
girl
kill
up
you.
there looks like a tourist that she paid money to do it.
She does. She
To
looked
ring
like
the
a
bell.
Canadian.
and
Really.
she's gone. She just fell.
She fell off.
Bye. Oh yeah.
She does look like she fell off actually. Yeah,
Cool. Very cool.
that's a great story. That was our Darwin Award nominee number 9 of the year.
Number 8.
Now, number 8 comes from our favorite place. So many stories come out of Uttar Pradesh in India. 21-year-old dies as Instagram reel attempt goes wrong in Uttar Pradesh village. I love, throughout the years of this podcast, anything that has to do with trying to go viral or do anything with social media. I think I always vote the stories that have to do with taking selfies or TikTok challenges. Anyways, this young man was attempting to hang upside down on a flagpole. Now, what picture is this? This is not the picture of him hanging up from the flagpole.
No, but this is from his Instagram.
Yeah, so
this picture
yeah,
of him.
I remember.
Yeah, so he does this.
He
kind
likes
of
to
thing.
hang
Or he
upside down
did
from
this kind of-
stuff.
Right. Right. Well, you got to find your niche somewhere,
Yeah.
you know.
In an attempt to create a viral Instagram reel turned fatal for a young man in Uttar Pradesh, the 23-year-old hung upside down from a flag post on the roof of his school. It's a school that his friends recorded the stunt. He wanted to raise the flag on the pole while hanging upside down. However, the cement pole failed to bear the weight and collapsed, leading to his death.
That's right. Oh, yes. It was a pole made of cement, wasn't it?
No. I think the base of the pole was cemented in. Maybe he hung upside
Is
down
that
on
what
the
it
pole
is?
and it broke.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe the cemented pole
The
came
cemented pole failed to support the weight and collapsed, killing him.
Yeah, okay. Wait
So he didn't just fall off this flagpole. The whole flagpole fell
Yes.
because he had too much curry. He had eaten too much curry.
No. It's like Mario at the end of the level.
What?
He should have slid down that pole. Do you think how do you
right.
hang upside down? Anyways.
I don't know. You ever seen flagpole sitters before?
Yeah.
How do you hang from a flagpole? You're right. You wrap your legs
around
So
it.
I was thinking the flagpole was not horizontal but vertical out, like hanging.
You mean?
And then he
you
climbed
mean
out.
It was horizontal.
It was like more horizontal than vertical.
Right.
Yeah, it was more at an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really know, but I recall. Okay. I think we saw a picture though. Didn't we see a picture at the time?
I swear we did too.
I swear we saw a picture too, and it was a straight up and down flagpole.
It is like legs crossed, and he was hanging
Just up
upside down.
from the top trying to switch it. Well,
Mm-mm.
poor guy.
Yep.
He fell and he died, and it fell on him. They actually buried him under the school,
Yeah, I remember that. They raise the flag in honor of him every day.
upside down. Someone has to go do it.
Upside
His
down
Instagram
flag.
account was full of similar acts that show him hanging upside down from trees and ceilings.
He's just a
Yeah,
little
so-
monkey.
That seems racist. Abu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Monkeys
okay.
climb upside down and hang. What are you talking about?
You thought of that. I didn't. I think it's racist for you to think that.
All right.
Number 7.
All right, let's move on to Darwin Award nominee number 7. This one comes to you from Virginia. From Virginia. This is also a recent story from just the last couple
Does
weeks.
Virginia have a famous song like Alabama, like Sweet Home Alabama? Is there
Virginia.
West Virginia.
Country home.
Yeah. Take the country roads, but I don't know about Virginia itself. I don't think anybody has any good feelings towards Virginia. Oh yeah, there's the Richmond, north of Richmond.
Okay.
There's that song.
Anyways, number 10.
This is a hunter who died. Hunter dies after bear falls from tree in Virginia. The bear fell on top of him from the tree. He and his redneck friends had chased this bear in the tree.
I like how you added that in there as if you're reading it from the
No,
story.
it says redneck on there.
A redneck Virginia man was killed earlier this month after the bear fell from a tree and hit him. According to the Department of Wildlife, the department was notified that what they described as a hunting incident at 9:50 a.m. Here's what happened. The group of hunters were following a bear that had run up the tree. A hunter within the group then shot the bear, and as it fell, it hit 58-year-old Lester C. Harvey, who was standing around 10 feet away from the bottom of the tree.
That is
10
quite a
feet is
redneck
not
name.
very far. Lester C. Harvey.
Lester? What you said?
Lester Harvey.
A member of the hunting group gave him first aid, but a bear had fallen on him, so no amount of first aid was going to work. I don't know. And this is December, so bear is about to hibernate, I believe. So it was a fat bear.
I think this was our first bear falling on human being story. Usually the bears eat the human.
Yeah. We've had some bear attacks before. He was a friend to all, except for the freaking bears, of course. Didn't mention that, did they?
No.
Yeah.
I think, as I said before, I think that if you're going to hunt a bear, it should be hand-to-hand combat. That's what I think. You should have to go out there
Again,
and hunt him with your
Can
hands.
it at least be like a stick or like a?
no,
Fine.
it should be evenly
Can
matched.
I carve a spear?
I think you should be able to.
Right?
Can a bear carve a spear?
No,
And
because
he
they're
can get you with
dumb. They're just big
Well,
and
they
strong.
get claws. I don't get claws. So.
They get
Okay,
big
you can
jaw.
put on claws. Put on
Lots
some
of
of those
You
Wolverine
can put on
claws.
some Wolverine claws. Let's go. All right.
You could, I would be okay with that. Yeah, bring some claws with you. That's fine. A knife.
You'll
What if
need
I-
one of those exoskeleton robots too, just for the weight.
You have to punch.
Dress up as a bear. Okay. I thought that was one we had very recently, and it was funny. A lot of these come from end of the years, which is pretty
Yes.
It's
awesome.
normally when the dumb things happen. The winter season
Yeah, luckily for
and
us.
holiday season. How did the right off the bat here? No spoilers, but a spoiler. How did the guy hanging the Christmas lights not make the top 10?
Oh, the guy who threw up like an electric pole up there?
Threw it up there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because Joe doesn't allow electrocutions in the top 10. That's why.
it's inhumane.
It just didn't make the cut. I don't think. Would that be in your guys' top 10? I don't believe it would.
Nah,
would it?
I don't know. It's good. But.
Electrocution? Like, come on, really?
Throwing the lights over an electric pole is pretty great. Anyways,
Okay.
All right, let's see. What are we on? Number 7? No, that was 10,987. We're on number 6 right now already.
Yep.
Number 6.
All right. The headline of this story is 21-year-old skier dies on Birthhound Pass after failed ski jump. This was a very popular story that came out in, I believe, Colorado. Is that right?
Yeah, this is in Colorado. Right?
is that what he tried
happened
to jump?
Happened in April. He tried to jump Highway 40. That was his thing.
Yeah, that's right. This is the highway I live on, Highway 40.
Wait,
right.
is it?
Yeah, Highway 40 is the one that goes right through my town.
That's right. That's
And
crazy.
he's out in Colorado out there.
Yeah, didn't you go out and check out where he died?
Yes, I did. And I thought that I could jump it personally. I didn't think it was.
Did you leave a little Darwin Awards sticker on the side of the road?
right on his flowers.
You won.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
We've been talking about this since day 1 of the podcast, that we need little things that you can put on people's gravestones that say Darwin Award nominee here, like, which would be very
Yes.
rude but hilarious.
hilarious at the same time. Yes, people would come to your gravesite just to see it. So he was found unconscious and was not breathing. I think he had told his friends that he was going to do this. They say a high risk ski jump. I don't know if he formed the jump himself, or if he just found a perfect place where he's like, I'm going to ski down this hill. It looks like I can jump right over this highway.
He
But
lacked
he
the
landed on
necessary speed.
Yeah, he landed on the pavement on the road. But he was found wearing a helmet, so that's good.
So they don't work.
So don't even bother, because you're gonna die anyway.
If you're going to try to jump over the highway, then no, I don't think the helmet's going to work.
Now we wanted to know: did he do it while cars were coming, or was this early morning?
Did they film it? I think you have to
You
try
gotta
to film that.
film it. Why would you not film it? What kind of?
It said it was
year
at
are we living
3
in?
p.m.
I bet he had a GoPro.
Where's the CCTV footage?
They have footage of the cleanup. They should.
Yeah, they got that.
Look, there are literally ambulances right there. This has got to be the location, right?
That's not the highway, though, right?
No, I don't know what that is.
You're right. That is not the highway.
That's just the closest camera they have to the death. But
They said traffic was alternating while the investigators worked. So I got to tell you, it's not a very busy highway. So
do they still do the little like drawing of the body on the ground?
No.
yeah, the snow. They do a snow outline.
It was
Snow
with
angel?
pee.
It's like ski poles. You can see like a whole thing. Skis.
They just do like a
cartoons. He just fell
pea
into the
line,
snow.
a bit yellow outline.
Ew, why, Ben?
It's not in the snow. He's on the pavement. You got
Yellow
the chalk
snow.
thing.
A yellow snow outline.
I don't have any
That's
chalk.
childish.
Yeah, that's a very stupid thing to do, but it's entertaining. So
All right, we're on to you, Ben. We're into the top. Wait, this is number 6.
No, that was 6, Joe.
987.
You're
Wait,
so
10,
bad.
987.
Oh, I'm counting my tabs. You're right.
6.
Okay.
Yeah, we're top 5.
We're on to top 5. Should we take a break? Or just power through?
Let's
power
break
through.
at top 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
good call.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what made it into the top 5.
Number 5.
One of my personal favorites. Was this also in Uttar Pradesh?
We have a lot out of Uttar Pradesh, and we're not
Bengaluru.
doing it on purpose.
Bangalore. All right.
Bangalore.
Man dies after friends dare him to sit on a box of fireworks. What a great friends. His friends promised to buy him an auto rickshaw if he carried out the stunt. Now here you had a fancy, looks
is
like
it?
a celebratory event, but we have a video here that it's not. They're like at a gas station, it looks like.
Buy you an auto rickshaw. What is that again? I can't remember. Is that
Is it e-rickshaw or auto rickshaw?
It says auto rickshaw, but I think it's basically like it's like a
Motorcycle?
3-wheel
Okay.
motorcycle.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think an e-rickshaw is an electric bike rickshaw, maybe. And
We've
auto.
you know what? We've debated this and looked it up like 30 times over the years.
Yeah, we have.
So if we can't remember by now,
I
it's
just
a bike.
picture a guy pulling a wheelbarrow. That's what I
Anyways.
picture.
Remember, a lady's scarf once got caught in a rickshaw and
Yeah.
she died, but it was just like a motorcycle. They
That
called it a
story was
rickshaw.
great a long time ago.
Yeah.
A 32-year-old man in India lost his life after accepting a dare by his friends to sit on a box of fireworks on Diwali. Now, Diwali, I believe, is a holiday where...
Yeah, Joe, tell us more about Diwali.
It's time to celebrate Diwali. It's the festival of lights.
Isn't that racist, Joe?
It's not.
And 6 crazy nights.
You know,
The man
Actually-
only identified by one name. Well, you have to be famous to get one name.
yeah, you do.
Shabarish.
I think
He
it's
sat on a box.
Shabarish.
His friends urged him. It was a risky wager, they said, during the celebrations on the 31st of
What?
October.
Is this like a video, like daytime picture of it? It was during the day?
Yeah. Oh, well, it
Yeah.
could be night. These look up at night lights,
Why don't you just
actually.
start playing it? Because it's like a 20-second,
To
30-second
refresh it,
video.
'cause
There's
so
a
I can
video.
I can read while that's
Yeah,
playing.
Go for it.
The group included himself was believed to be drinking at the time, of course. His friends promised to buy him an auto rickshaw if he carried out the stunt, which involved sitting on a box as it exploded.
Hey, Ben,
So-
I'll buy you a Little Caesars if you slit your throat right now.
No, that's
Gosh,
not the
what kind
same.
of friends are that's
No, I'm wondering,
exactly the
like,
same.
That's
you
like
could
if
be
you
like if you sit on a ground bloom or sit on one of those aerials.
put a
ground bloom.
ground bloom in your mouth.
Watch them run away. Here he
And
is.
they
sitting
ran
by
away.
himself
He's sitting
still.
by himself. I can see it. He's just sitting
Look, I
there.
can see their shadows. They're looking
Oh
at
my
him still.
gosh.
And he's looking
so
right
scared.
at them.
He's so scared right now. This is so
That's a
silly.
long
What an
fuse.
idiot.
Yeah. Oh.
There's
Yeah,
no fireworks
Boom.
in there.
That's like a grenade. That wasn't even fireworks.
Wait,
Because
he's
he
sitting up,
sat on it. That's why. If he wasn't sitting on top of it, I'm sure would
and
have.
he's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Yeah, he's dead.
Idiot.
Okay.
This is why he's number 5. What an absolute moron.
Maybe he
Although-
needed it. You know,
Although
for
the
his
other
family.
guys have been charged with culpable homicide.
Yeah. So
That's great. It was
he
also
sustained
recent.
severe burns in his buttocks and abdomen.
How many
Yeah.
of our top 10 are from India? Do we know this?
Uh-oh.
Actually,
You know
we'll find out. Because number 4
One,
is coming next.
2.
3.
I think 4 or 5 of them.
5. Maybe.
India, get your freaking act.
They do have the most,
They got a lot of people. They got a lot of people.
yeah, most populated country. So.
And they don't allow stories coming outside of China. So we
And
don't get
everything.
those.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I look for Chinese stories all the time, and
Oh,
they
gee.
don't let it get out.
They're the Darwin Award. I mean, if they did, they'd dominate the top 10. The Chinese. I don't know if you've met the Chinese before, but
You met the Chinese.
Wow.
I've been to Panda a few times.
Number 4.
okay, we're on to number 4. This one is out of Ciudad Juarez,
Mexico.
which is on the border of Mexico and the United States, the home of the Romney family, Mitt Romney.
Oh yeah, he's
Ciudad
Mexican.
Juarez. Yes, he's part Mexican.
He's
That's the whitest person that's
Mexican.
ever.
Have you ever shared his Instagram story about eating hot dogs on Hot Dog Day?
I've heard it. I've
The
heard it.
dumbest thing.
Do you hear?
Nothing I like more than eating a hot dog on National Hot Dog Day.
Oh. I remember him as a president, like, or as the running for president. He went to like this pancake place, and he
Yeah,
was
the
like,
binders of women. That's what they had on
pancakes,
him.
eggs, etc. Kind of a play on words.
That's not his name though. It's
He's such a
Pierre
freaking robot.
Pierre Delecto.
What are we talking about?
That's right. He had a fake name, Pierre Delecto. You're right. Okay, we're on to Ciudad Juarez. This happened to Ciudad Juarez. The title of the article is "Terror in Ciudad Juarez." Young man flies out of a mechanical game, or AKA roller coaster,
It's not a
and
game.
dies after hitting the ground. Video.
Although if I remember, they made a game out of it.
They looked
fun
like they
game.
were having a good time. You know what? Watching this video, I'm about to show it to you. It reminded me of. It made me think like these are all members of the cartel doing whatever they want because they're drunk and they have guns, and everybody else is just kind of riding the ride.
You know,
This could be a
the
Bert
picture-
Kreischer concert. I don't know if you know about Bert Kreischer.
He takes off his shirt when he.
So does his
Yeah.
fans.
the
Yeah.
picture on the right almost looks like those two guys are wearing Nacho Libre pants. Kind of, like a little blue tights with a red
That's-
top.
Okay. The name of this mechanical game or roller coaster is called the Rolling Rock, and it's a ride for. It looks like it's a ride for kids, although it does end up going pretty fast.
It looks like something you find at a carnival that
It
travels.
looks like something you find in Mexico.
Let's see. Let's watch this video here. This is the video itself. Can you see it, guys?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's the end of it. Let me go back to the beginning so you can see.
Now I can see it. Oh, it's going backwards.
All right.
No, look at those
Is
hooligans.
the video going backwards or is the
The ride's
ride
going
goes
backwards. It's
backwards.
one of those rides that goes forwards and backwards.
Look how much fun.
They're like taking their shirts off and swinging them over their heads, right?
two
And
guys?
riding
I
the
see
rides.
2 guys. 3 guys?
The guy in the black pants is about to fly off. Right
That's
there. He's
right.
going to fly off right in a moment. Right here, you'll see.
He's
him.
probably
I think
drunk and getting dizzy.
No,
They
here
are
it
all
comes.
drunk. They've heard that they're wrong.
And
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Number,
Whoa,
bye.
there he
He's
goes.
gone.
And he died from that.
He died. That's the worst wussy ride to die on. I mean,
While swinging your shirt in the air on a
It wasn't
children's
even a
theme
good
park.
ride.
just ruined
Well, he had
all
a
those
fun
kids'
time.
day. You know?
Yeah, we saw a man die today.
I bet they didn't shut down that
on
ride,
the
though.
Rolling Rock.
Un hombre se murió, papá.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
until
do dumb
now,
things.
it is known that the incident was due to recklessness of workers of the company attraction. No, it was. Yeah,
No.
okay. So yeah, the workers
They let them do
the
that.
cartel members do that or get shot. So you gonna
I'm
tell
sure
those
that's
kids
what it
no?
was, yeah.
You gonna tell those guys no? No, you're gonna get your head cut off if you do. So just let them do what they want.
Don't turn it off. We want to be on here for 10 minutes.
If you stop, we kill you.
Maybe they're just saying who falls off first. First of all, why do you want to go backwards spinning? That just sounds weird.
Have you ever been on a roller
Oh
coaster
my
at all?
gosh. I recently went to SeaWorld and had like kind of like the teacups, and Becca convinced me to go on with the kids, and it was, I thought I was going to pass out. I'm like, this is too much spinning for me. I
Yeah,
was like, never doing this again.
I
Never.
remember one day going on a roller coaster, and all of a sudden I couldn't go on them anymore. It just affected me, and I was like, "That's it. It's over now. I'm old. I can't do this anymore."
Wow. You know those the Gravitron. Remember that one?
Ooh, that's a bad one. That's the one that spins and like lifts you up, and you're like up
and
against
gravity
the edge.
like pushes you against the edge.
Yeah, yeah.
My 7-year-old loves it.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like Joe had a story about that once.
I threw
Once you
up
get
on
on-
it
yeah.
while it was going.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone got vomit on them
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. That was so bad.
because you're spinning and the vomit's just like going around in a circle as you're.
Oh my God. Stop it. I think it's time for a break.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back with Darwin Awards nominees. No, Darwin Award winners, actually. Numbers
They're
3, 2,
all
and 1.
winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Darwin Awards Project is telling the true CIA stories of people dying in the strangest ways. Don't let the corporate elite tell you otherwise. From electrocutions in India to snake bites on the moon, join the Patreon for $5 a month and we'll send you Hillary's emails.
Okay. All right, welcome back.
Is it? Are we back?
You're back. We may have
We
even
didn't
been
go
back.
anywhere. We didn't get out of our seats at all.
Right.
Oh,
Top
Whose
3.
turn is it?
it's me. So let's. Isn't there like a little bit longer drum roll for the top 3 or something?
Yeah, I think that there are.
Number 3.
Okay. Title of this article is Youth or Man Accidentally Strangles Himself to Death While Making Reels.
Yes, now, while he says youth, a lot of times, most of the times in India, they say youth, and you can be like 25 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah. I think that's actually the case. How old is this guy?
I believe he's
23.
23, yep.
This comes out of Hyperbad. That's usually our top
Hyderabad.
3. This one's Is it Hyderabad?
There's
it is
both.
Hyderabad.
They both
There's
exist.
both. Yeah, that's right. So this kid, 23-year-old man, accidentally strangled himself while trying to enact a suicide sequence for a social media thing. So what happened was he pretended to put a noose around his neck, but, wasn't
For
really going
clout
to.
on social media?
Yeah, he was trying to get attention for people tuning into him, live streaming or whatnot. But he put his phone on the fridge, and later his phone rang, and he rushed to answer it, but accidentally strangled himself because he forgot he had the noose on.
And the police know exactly what happened because he was recording the whole thing.
So bad. So stupid.
Remember, the family members suspect murder.
But
Now, we
is that
had
right?
one. We had one the previous year where a guy was like
He
pretending
was-
to do it in front of his girlfriend or something.
Yes, and he actually did it too on accident. But this one was even better. And I said this on the original podcast. If you're gonna pretend to fake do it, don't tie the
tie
rope
it.
that tight to whatever's above you. Don't do that. Just make it loose just in case.
Just make a slip knot or tie it. You even said tie it, like tape it to the ceiling.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that it just breaks away if you accidentally
You don't
fall.
have to-
You don't
How about
have to
don't-
actually do it.
Don't even try it because it's stupid to do on social media. How about that?
I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe I should live stream Russian roulette for fun.
We
I'll
haven't
see if
had
I
a
can get
Russian
some
roulette
followers.
story. We haven't had a Russian roulette story in a while or a cockfight in a while.
Yeah, that's true. Almost all of 2024. Maybe the world is getting smarter.
Or they're just not reporting the deaths. I don't know. That one was one of my favorite ones from the beginning, just because we were talking about it for so long, the possibilities of what could have possibly happened. I want to know who actually killed him.
It
Who
was
called
written
him?
so funny too. It
Who
was like
called him to kill him?
No, or who tipped him on his gave him a tip on his live stream and he what?
from the actual article, it says he was reportedly addicted to social media and spent a lot of time scrolling through reels. On Wednesday, after his dinner, he went to his room and
that's
attempted
right.
to stage suicide.
I mean, you could be from that first part of that sentence. That could be my wife addicted to social media, going through reels, right?
Yeah, that's me right now. I can't stay off of Twitter. I can't. I can't stop X.
Oh, someone just at work mentioned to me about sky blue sky, whatever.
Yeah. Like the
Yeah.
alternative.
Yeah, they're like we could advertise on there, and I was like,
Did they really say that? Like, oh, why don't you just burn money?
yeah.
Send it to me. I'll do something better with it than that. Okay, just
They
send
think
it my
it's like
direction.
this big thing. It's not.
Who thinks that?
We should really have our podcast on X too.
We were verified on there, and I was posting stuff, but we just weren't getting any interaction, and I got sick. I barely could keep up with what I was supposed to be doing with the podcast, so I just stopped doing it. But maybe we'll go back to it. We did, though, experiment this last week. Adam, you remember, or Ben, you saw this. Created the Darwin Award cryptocurrency last week.
Yeah.
I had no
wouldn't-
involvement in
Joe-
this. I want
Joe
no
wouldn't let
legal
me-
ramifications of whatever happens.
Oh, nothing.
I tried to invest in it. But Joe wouldn't let
Go
me.
bye.
Well, it has to reach a certain point for it to become real, and needed like $75K of investment. And sometimes they take off. This one got literally no investment whatsoever. It just kind of sat there. And I even sold what I owned. So somebody could pick it up now and like take it from us. And we wouldn't
Why
even
don't you
know.
tell us what that is? Where can they find that?
This meme coin of yours.
You can find it on pump.fun, which I've been spending all my money on.
just
All
for
right.
fun.
Let's move on to the second best story of the year.
Number 2.
Okay, this story has all of my favorite things: fast cars, dumb kids, social media.
Dumb kids.
I love dumb kids.
Love them. And this story was actually brought on a week that I was not here, but I read through this later on, and it's one of my favorites. And I'm not surprised that it is number 2. A 22-year-old guy, it says. I'm glad they wrote it that way. It is translated from Russian because it's out of Russia. Dies under the wheels of a blogger's Lamborghini. A tragedy occurred in Sokol, where a extreme stunt ended with a fatal injury for a 22-year-old. Not going to try to attempt that name.
Oh, come on.
Batrikhan?
I love it when you speak Russian. Go ahead.
Batrikhan looks great.
That's
right.
pretty good. Batrikhan?
Yurzhanov.
That's pretty good.
Um,
You should be on the...
That's not bad.
No,
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
So I'll read through the story here, but just to get through some of it, because Joe and Adam Joe has some insight on the actual Lamborghini, whose Lamborghini it was.
It's some 45-year-old blogger named Anatoly.
was like famous.
It's his Lambo. Yeah, he's a famous Russian blogger.
Yeah, and this kid wanted to borrow his Lambo to do the stunt to jump over this Lamborghini, and I guess had been messaging him for months and months. And at some point, this blogger even put up a poll here. It says, "Should I let this guy borrow my Lamborghini?"
Here's the poll right here.
Looks like it had 7,000 votes.
The guy literally
17,000.
wants to like just stand there and have the Lamborghini drive at him, and he jumps over it because it's so low to the ground and it's so fast.
No, the incident occurred on October 29th. The driver of the Lamborghini, 45-year-old Anatoly Podopalin.
Was that a girl driving?
No.
Okay.
They're not allowed to own Lamborghinis in
Okay,
Russia.
that would have explained the whole story.
What? No, that's not true.
Performing a stunt, ran over Batragan, who was supposed to jump over the moving car during the stunt, and that's when the accident occurred. And he got trapped under the wheels of the car from the famous blogger, this guy. So
That's
he's
what we
trying
never
to
got.
He borrowed the Lambo.
How'd you get run over?
He didn't predict how fast Lamborghinis are.
He didn't even get off the ground, or he would have been flipped over it. He just
He
stumbled or
jumped
something.
too early? Jumped too late. Maybe he jumped too late.
Too late. But it's
Check
still,
this
once
out.
you flip over it,
He had
stumbled.
severe craniocerebral trauma, multiple bruises, fragmentary fracture of the parieto-temporal bone, and third-degree coma.
Yeah, he's dead.
Did they
He's
say
dead.
multiple bruises?
Yeah, I don't know why they put that in there.
There wasn't just one bruise.
He had some scratches and owies as well. I don't know if you
Yes.
saw that.
He was
His
bleeding.
head was chopped off, and he had
Road
some
rash.
scratches and owies.
His right pinky was broken.
Multiple
as well.
bruises. His pinky finger was smashed.
They threw in multiple bruises right there. I don't know.
His ankle appeared to be twisted.
He had a headache. Severe headache.
Yeah. Jumping over a Lambo, that's awesome. That's
This
just
is
like
one
the
of those things,
stupidest-
though, that I feel like I could
Stupid.
do. Right, guys? You feel like we could do this. We could jump.
I told you I
over.
don't jump that high. I cannot jump that high.
What if you were
Let's-
given one of those miniature trampolines?
Yeah.
No, I would
Yeah, I
roll
could
my
jump that
ankle.
Oh, my ankle. At least you'd like roll it off to the side.
How about one of those like power wheels? They don't go fast enough.
I wouldn't even be able to jump over a kid on
Hey,
the
Adam,
power
do
wheels.
they make mini? What's your electric car? Rivian?
Rivian,
Mini
probably.
Rivians?
They make mini Cybertrucks. I'm sure they make somewhere.
You should get one.
Kid driving one.
Well, let's see what we've got for number 1.
Okay, before we go on to Darwin Award nominee number 1 for the year of 2024, let's look through our list and see the things that didn't make the top 10, but that were close. Sounds
Here's
good?
some headlines here.
All right, so we have a man who died while trying to exercise by hanging from a chin strap.
Oh,
Do you remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
We had the fishermen who were drinking from bottles that they found floating out at sea. And then they
pirates.
died. Yeah.
Drink it.
We have the guy who was let's see, this was we had the guy who was at a wedding. I think it was his wedding, and he was dancing with like a knife, and he stabbed himself in the heart a bunch of times.
Yes.
During the dance. That was a close one for the top 10.
It was an accident to himself. He didn't realize he was stabbing himself. But we've had that happen before.
We saw the video though. This guy held the knife up to his heart, and then he hit the butt of it with his other
But
hand.
I don't think he was supposed to poke it into his chest. I think it's
Yeah, I don't
pretend
think it's
to.
supposed to.
We have the guy who fell into the wood chipper because he was drunk on the job.
Yeah,
He,
that should have made it in, maybe, I think. Because we
Yeah, it
spent
was
a
close.
long time talking about that one when that one did come up on the
Yeah,
podcast.
that was fun. That was a fun one. The guy who was mauled to death by a lion after he jumped into the zoo enclosure in India.
We've had it before, so it was kind of hard to bring it again. But
Right.
Multiple lions.
We had that CEO that plunged to his death when he was like riding on this mechanical balloon thing at like an entrance to the company party,
He
on a
planned
stage.
He planned this party.
it was
Yeah.
very lame. Lame.
And he died.
Balloon.
Yeah.
The balloon broke.
We had a guy out of India, a 27-year-old, in one of those strongman competitions where you lift that giant spherical stone,
Oh,
and he
Yeah.
fell backwards and it's crushed his
his
head.
face. Yeah. Ugh.
We had the Chinese tourist that was going to take a selfie on the edge of an active volcano and then fell in.
Fell. Yeah, that could have made it.
That was close. I'll tell the listeners the only reason why that one didn't make the top 10. We really
didn't
liked
fall
the
into
headline.
actual lava.
Didn't fall
quite
into
make it
lava.
to the lava.
Yeah.
We wanted
Yeah.
her to be in the lava,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but she did die.
Yeah, she did die.
She would
but
have
it
been
was-
the only female in the top 10.
You're right.
Yeah,
didn't
we
get-
have no women in the top 10. This is the first time ever.
Yeah, we didn't get a single top 10. Or a single woman in the top 10. All right, anyway, that's enough. I think that's enough. I mean,
there are hundreds of headlines we could read. These are just some of them.
Yep. Okay.
I think this number one though. I think this
I like the whole
deserves it. This really
kit
deserves
and
it.
caboodle of number one.
Yeah, I think every year we've had our number one has been like the obvious, like, okay, well, this is definitely the number
Like,
one. Do you
yeah.
remember number ones from last year?
No.
Oh man, That'd be
Was
tough to
last year
remember.
the lawyer that
It's
went
been
through
like
the machine
Metal
with the
detector?
gun?
Yeah.
He went through like the
that was
MRI
a
with the
good
gun and
one,
it shot
too.
him. I think that was
Shot
last
himself.
year. Yeah.
Were you at my house last year? No, that was the year of the fish.
Mentioning the fish finally died.
Both
on
of
the day.
both of your fishes died like a week
For those
apart.
of you who
could
one
have-
day
feel-
apart. Did you know that? One day apart.
They could
That's
feel
right.
it.
If you listen to the top 10 of 2023, Ben gifted me and Adam a fish. And the fish that he gave to me, my son took care of and died just like a few days ago. The next day, Adam's fish died. Like they are blood brothers. Fish
Mhm.
blood brothers.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It
I
was
feel like
be-
you had them for
it
2
was
years,
beautiful.
not 1 year.
Yeah, so it's 2 years ago, that one.
I think their life expectancy is 2 years, so spot on.
Yeah. We had a ritual burial in our backyard. Next
By
to,
any plants or anything?
next to the cat.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got a little decoration out there. My son loved that fish. All right.
He never said thank you for it, so I don't know if he loved it.
Well, I'm sure he will at some point. Okay, we're on to Darwin Award nominee number 1 for the year of 2024.
Number 1.
The title of the article is Man Swallows Live Chick. Man and bird die.
No, I'm sad to hear the bird died because I feel like the bird was alive the last time we read this story.
This is an update. The bird did not die last time. They said the bird is alive. They actually found the live chick inside the man.
Yeah.
Which is
So-
good. It is recent, so. But it was
This is
good.
very recent. This happened in
Updated.
December here, 17th. So, in a bizarre incident, a 35-year-old man died of suffocation after he reportedly swallowed a live chick, which the villagers suspected to be an act driven by occult practices to fulfill his wish to become a father.
that doesn't make any sense. But I
It's
like
so great. He eliminated himself from being able to do so.
Doctors were stunned when they found the live chick inside the victim's body during post-mortem.
Hmm.
His name was Anand Yadav, and he's from Chindakalo village. And he was brought to the hospital after he collapsed at home. Family members stated that he felt dizzy and he fainted during after returning from a bath that he was taking. I'm assuming in the bath is when he put the chicken inside of his mouth. Why would you go in the bathtub to do that?
I remember
That's weird.
going deep into what kind of voodoo this guy was participating in, so this is kind of a newer, updated version, unless it tells it down there. Here we go.
When the doctors performed the autopsy, the cause of death initially remained unclear. However, upon making an incision near his throat, they discovered the chick lodged within. The chick was 20 centimeters in length. It was stuck in such a manner that it obstructed both airway and food passage, likely causing asphyxiation. This is the first time I've encountered such a case in my career, having conducted 15,000 postmortems.
That's too many.
yeah.
When do you retire?
How many is that per day, bro? 365 days a year.
Jeez.
Jeez.
First time.
And life is
And
cheap
that's
in
the
India.
most shocking thing? I don't believe it.
Villagers speculated that Anand's actions may have been influenced by superstitious beliefs that he was in touch with a local occultist.
Do we have one of those in our town?
A local occultist? Yeah, we
Yeah.
have some people that do like foot zoning And my wife does breath work, so
Okay,
it's
what
kind
is
of an
foot
occultist.
zoning?
Yeah.
No, what
You
is
don't know
foot
what it
zoning?
is?
No,
Bro.
no one knows what that is.
Oh, you're going to love this. So you can go to a foot zoner. They look at the bottom of your feet, they feel around it, and they can tell you everything that's wrong with your body just by touching
that's
your
like
feet.
a palm reader, right?
Joe, they could not do that to your feet. It's like the
They
Grand
would
Canyon.
never touch it. They would look at it and be like, "You're dying. You have the grim," like that lady on Harry Potter.
She looks at the bottom of the cup.
Yeah. Looks at my foot. So Anand was struggling with infertility and may have swallowed a live chick as part of a ritual linked to occult practices in hopes of becoming a father.
Ah, as you do.
That's not how you become a father, buddy.
No.
I can tell you. That's not going to help you.
How do you know, Joe?
Well, I've done it twice.
You've
Just twice. Well,
No, I've
Two
had
times.
2 children.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's the story of the number 1 Darwin
Silly.
Award of the
Funny.
year.
That's pretty. Where's this from again? Where's it?
India,
Oh, yeah.
as always, just like the rest of them.
we love all our listeners from India. Keep doing what you're doing over there.
Do we even have Indian listeners? I think we do have some Indian listeners, but not very many. I'll tell you that. If we had more, we might be able to save that country.
Remember last year we made predictions of what next year would bring?
2025 will bring.
Yeah. Well, I did. I don't know if you brought anything, but
Did you
we
save
have
it? Are you going to bring that to us, or you're just
Do you
saying
have
that?
any? Yeah.
Oh, Joe brought it to one of the podcasts. He said, "What did I
Adam
say?"
predicted the Dodgers would win the World Series in
That's what I
2024, and he was correct. He also predicted
And
I would lose like 50 pounds
30
on the potato
pounds.
diet, which did not happen.
I think I predicted that Trump would win the presidency again.
Did you? I think this year, it will be a repeat for the Dodgers. Actually, I predict that.
Do you really?
Yeah, it will be. They just get better. I mean, you can't not.
I
win.
think BYU is going to make it to a national title.
Well,
Whoa, what?
well, what in track and field probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say which sport.
They always win. They always win the cheerleading one. So there you go.
Sports related, huh?
Anything, Joe?
I do predict that this year I will take back the green jacket.
Oh,
That's what I think is going to happen.
Oh, I need to wear it tomorrow. I
On
guess.
Brothers
Running out
Weekend.
of
No,
time.
siree. It is my turn.
I'll
Each
be
of you
wearing
have
it.
had a chance.
Ben, we've talked about this many times. But all 3 of us, Greg and Adam and I, would not feel in any way upset if you won. None of us would be mad.
Why would
You know how
you?
we're-
You're treating me like a disabled child, okay? I can golf, and I'm good at it, and I will beat you.
It's just that you've had less time than us to golf because we're older. That's
No,
all, right? Yeah.
no. It's because your coordination has steadily decreased over the last 3 years. You've gotten visibly worse at golf while
I
everybody
can't
else has
throw
gotten
paper
better.
airplanes or frisbees,
No,
but I can still swing a golf club, and my swing looks better than all of yours.
Does not. Well, that's pretty good. It does look pretty good, actually. I think that this year you're going to improve. I definitely think you're going to be better this year. So maybe be in
Well, Joe.
contention.
Yeah, I'm going to hire a.
The green jacket, huh?
I'm going to take golf lessons as my New Year's resolution. I'm going to hire a pro.
Mm.
No, nothing would make me more upset than people giving me pointers for me paying someone to give me pointers for 2 hours and lock your pinkies. Go. Don't talk to me anymore.
Bro, you're fired. On
do
a serious
you have a-
note,
Oh, go ahead. What?
I do believe that this year is the year that we become monetized on YouTube. Finally, I'm finally gonna make this happen. I've done lots of postings, and then I quit, and then I do more postings, and then I quit. And this year, that's my goal.
Should
I'm
we
gonna make us
actually
monetized.
put money into the podcast this year? Just advertising of some sort.
When we did, it was good results.
Here's the problem, Adam. 2 out of the 3 of us don't have any money. Really.
No, I mean the podcast
spend
money
on
we
the
bring
podcast.
in. Obviously,
We don't make enough to do anything with on the podcast.
But
we
the-
spend it on things that we need for the podcast already. You know,
Meme
well, we spent it on
coins.
golf last time. It wasn't.
that's
really,
true.
it
That's
wasn't-
true. Yes. Meme coins.
yeah. You have it in stock somewhere, Joe. You have it just sitting there. I know you
don't. No, I don't. I sold it when it went really way down and then put it back into our account.
Oh wow. Okay, that went
So,
well.
yeah.
Well, can you give us a a stock to invest in. So when we look back on this on 2025, like this is the one we should have chosen. What was the stock we should have chosen? Joe?
Stock or meme coin? Because I got a couple meme coins that I work
whatever
with.
you want. Just
Okay,
give us a tip for now.
There's a great meme coin called Unicorn Fart Dust that everybody should buy. It's really great.
That means Joe bought a bunch.
What's it out right now? That's what I need to know. So when I come back in a year, I can be like,
.0000012.
man, you were so right.
Today it is at an $85 million market cap.
Okay, but how much is that? One millionth of a cent? Like, what are we at here?
It's like 8 cents. It's 8 cents.
It's at 8 cents about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Unicorn Fart Dust. We'll look at it next year.
We'll look at it next year.
You're just like the penny stocks of
Yeah, you are.
I have quite a few of them. But if you'd like to buy the Darwin Award, you can find that cryptocurrency. That's great.
I told Joe we should make a real coin. A real Darwin Award coin, like a real one.
Yeah,
Why?
okay.
Yeah, give them out to a random person.
Here's a Darwin Award coin.
Just on the golf
a
course.
random subscriber.
Oh, you could make them like those little golf markers.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, ball markers would be cool.
Ball marker, Darwin Award ball marker.
Oh, that's.
I bet you can make those easy.
I told you we should just print a ton of Darwin Award golf balls and throw them out in the woods.
Why are we just
Make
sticking our
people find
stickers
them
everywhere?
what is this?
We did make Darwin Award golf balls.
I know. We
remember?
lost them all too.
So, if you found them and you listen to this podcast, please email us
Good
and
job.
we have a prize for you.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Hey, let's pitch though at the end here. Look, we could use, if you want to be a patron and listen to old episodes. We have tons of them. You can find our Patreon. It's $5 a month. If you can slide in there at $2 a month somehow, that still exists. You can
Randomly,
look up the Darwin Awards Podcast Plus on Spotify, Darwin Awards Podcast Plus on Apple, and that's another way to support the podcast and pay us.
You get the old podcast, and we do a Patreon episode usually afterwards.
We're not doing one this week.
Yeah, we slid off a little bit at the end of this year, but we're going to make a big push this year to stay.
We'll go every other
current.
week. Every other week we'll post, and it's going to be good. Boys, that was a fun top 10. Let's end it.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for bed. See you guys tomorrow night on New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah, we're getting together.
We'll see.
Be good.
Ben's going to show up with his 7 children and all their boyfriends, and then Adam's children will all be there, and Amy's.
Well, it's my house, so my kids are here. Yes, I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry you didn't want to bring your kids, Joe.
All right, see you, everybody.